Hello Gemini, and welcome to your November 2022 video. Now the first half of the month is pretty intense as we entered into eclipse season, and Mars went retrograde on the 30th of October 2022 in your sign. So there's a lot that you will be dealing with, especially, and Mars stays retrograde throughout November. That being said, right, this time, especially for you, with all the energy, with the sun, with Mercury, with Venus, all in your sixth house, it's about your work, health, and routine. This is about making sure that you're working well, that you're eating well, that you're sleeping well, that everything is done in balance, and reorganizing. Organizing your life will be very important, reorganizing your day, finding a way in which you can organize your day and your health and taking care of yourself so that things are working better for you and easier and more function. Great time to declutter your space. Great time to declutter your work desk. Great time to release toxic energies from your life that are holding you back and keeping you stuck. Take care of your health. It's so important for you because on the 8th of November, we have a lunar eclipse happening in this 12th house for you with Uranus. Unexpected changes. The 12th house is about letting go, releasing, healing mentally, emotionally, and physically. You can be feeling extremely exhausted. Also, what's hidden comes to light with the 12th house. It's a great time to get down and spiritual, right? Because the 12th house rules spirituality. It's where we meditate, it's where we contemplate, it's where we rest, we rejuvenate, where we can decide, I need an energy balance. I need to be more aware. And you're also feeling more sensitive and you're more in tune to the energies around you during that time. Great time to carry protection crystals with you. However, besides the spiritual aspects of it, closing doors, really doing it. And you might be finding it a bit difficult in essence, and maybe you thought you've been closing a door in a certain situation and you find yourself back there and you're asking yourself, why? I thought I've changed everything. I changed the whole situation. I'm back here with a different situation, experiencing a similar kind of energy. Well, that's because throughout this year, you've been dealing with changes and shifts to your work life and also what you need to close doors on with these eclipses. And that's what the eclipse cycles are bringing. Remember, eclipses take us into the next 6 months. So this eclipse is happening on the 8th of November with this full moon lunar eclipse in your 12th house. You'll be working on closing things for the next 6 months. It won't just happen overnight. These energies keep getting re-triggered. But during that time of the eclipse, you'll be very aware of what you need to, slowly break away from or make your way or start taking steps, I should say, to break away from. This is a time where you really need to seclude yourself. You might be thinking, I need some isolation. I need to basically put myself away and bubble myself from those around me. Your energy is very sensitive and you're feeling very tired, and these eclipses are tiring you. Unexpected endings can also happen with that energy, where you might either just wake up one day and be like, I can't do this no more. I need a change, and change immediately, or something can on the outside also just change, where relationships can change, work situations can change. You are wanting and craving a change, and you're wanting to close old chapters. So know that this eclipse is offering that to you and the opportunity to do so. So the first half of November, like I said, is pretty intense because you are reworking your life. You're reworking your life in so many ways, your day-to-day routine, how you're taking care of yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, how you can take care of your life in a whole, because you're going through that sixth house energy. And by the 8th, when that full moon lunar eclipse happens in your 12th house, it's about closure. It's about healing. It's about, what can I no longer put up with? What needs to end? What can't I keep around me no more? And you need to let go and release those things. But spend some time resting, taking care of yourself, especially health-wise. You don't want to be run down. Eclipses are intense energy, and having in your 12th house is intense. It can be extremely exhausting. Now, by the 15th, we have Venus moving into the 7th house. 17th, Mercury moves into the 7th house. The Sun on the 22nd to the 7th house. And on the 23rd, a new moon in the 7th house. This is great for relationships. After all that time in closure and needing some seclusion from the world and, making changes to your work life, your day-to-day routine and health in the first part of November. Your relationships come into the forefront, and how you can relate to others, and how you can basically make opportunities to work with others. This will also affect you not only love life, it can be friends, it can be family. The seventh house rules all relationships, how I relate to you, also work life. So Venus is bringing loving words to you there, so you can communicate and you're feeling a bit more lighter in how you speak and how you interact with the connections of those around you. Mercury is also giving you the energy to communicate more to others. If you're looking for a job or you want to change something, this will be great energy, because the more energies you connect to, the more opportunities can come to you. The sun brings in awareness to your relationships and opportunities through relationships. The new moon is gifting you when it comes to your relationships. This is either where you can meet new people, or you can reconnect in a deeper way to existing relationships where they take on a new energy completely. But that is what you were doing. On the 23rd, along with that new moon, Jupiter goes direct in your 10th house. And this is great because it offers you opportunities for your career. Anything you've been working on earlier this year until May, now the opportunities come to you. Jupiter in the 10th house is great for your career, your goals, opportunities. Look how everything is offering you the opportunities through the people around you, one-on-one relating from the 15th going forward, and with Jupiter there when it comes to career, goals. And if you're not working, it also boosts your public image, where the 10th house is about how others see you. People are wanting to connect to you. They might call upon you for advice. They see your leadership. They see your wisdom. And they're looking for that energy. The 10th house is what you do with it. So any projects that you've been working on, if you were working on attending to your garden, or if you had a hobby that maybe you want to turn to a business, you could. Those are all the things of the 10th house, and offers you opportunities about how you actually exude and become more charismatic, and you're reawakened by the goals that you have specifically for you. So it doesn't just have to be career. It can be a sense of purpose day to day, that, okay, I feel, maybe I should write a book and I can share my wisdom, and that will really help people. That's the energy of the 10th house. And you will make the connections you need to bring it into fruition. The one thing, though, that you need to remember, that Mars is retrograde. Mars is retrograde throughout that month of November. It stays retrograde until next year, 12th of January 2023. But anyways, Mars retrograde in your sign is about how do you take action. Past actions that you've taken previously that probably didn't work out, you can now take action on that. Mars in Gemini is also telling you not to overextend yourself, take on too much, because the scattered energy is going to lead to frustration. Watch out for suppressed anger. This is where you can suppress your anger and it can come out the wrong way, where you can feel depressed or you can feel overindulgent. This is the energy where you might be watching the words and communication a lot with others and how they communicate to you, be seeking more respect within your relationships and connections to others. Those are all the things that you're looking for. Mars retrograde in Gemini is trying to motivate you. It's trying to teach you from past actions that you've taken, maybe didn't work, now can work, or teaching you like, maybe this is what I did previously to resolve the situation. I need to do it again here to resolve this situation. It's not a great time, though, to start anything new. I did mention a hobby that you had, and maybe now you want to turn to something preferable. But think about, you were already working that hobby, right? So now you can sit down and see the opportunities it can bring to you. Things you've previously done. It's not like out of the blue, I just randomly decide I have no experience in this and now I want to take action on that. That might not work out for you with that Mars retrograde. Be aware of how you're coming across to others. Be aware of how others are coming across to you. Watch out for anger. This can make you pretty anxious. So you need to find ways in which to calm your mind. It can also make you overthink things, overanalyze things, lack of sleep. So make sure that you can meditate. Make sure you're going out on a walk and releasing that Mars energy is so important. All right, Gemini.